Sound test. All right, welcome to another live stream. Let me know how's the sound. We're now entering another critical phase of the US-Israel with Iran. Multiple developments in the last 24 hours are affecting the Gulf, Cyprus, and Europe. Let's go step by step, and also let's cover the latest developments. Let me also set up this camera for the rough pace. To have this beautiful view of Cyprus. Camera is pointed towards rough pace in Akrotiri. That's Limassol, Cyprus. So the Pentagon says about 140 US service members have been wounded since the war began. 8 are reported severely injured. At the same time, US officials say the Iranian missile launch capability has been heavily degraded. Some estimates say Iran's ability to fire missiles has dropped around 90% since the strikes started. So, even with reduced launch capability, Iran is shifting tactics, moving toward drones, proxy attacks, and Gulf infrastructure strikes. Okay, before we go further, let's see a strike that was let's see the latest developments overnight, and then we'll go back to what been happening yesterday. Several major events happened overnight, and this morning in the US-Israel war with Iran, we're now around day 11-12 of the conflict. Israeli strikes hit Beirut. This is the latest confirmed as of today, 11 March 2026. Israel carried out an airstrike on an apartment building in central Beirut. Lebanese state media says the strike hit a residential area. At this moment, the exact target is still unclear. Israel has been striking Hezbollah positions across Lebanon during the wider war. So let's see a video of the apartment strike in Beirut.
يلا البسي البسي يلا البسي البسي يلا البسي البسي.
This is the aftermath of that strike.
الكل هلا شباب خليكم يا هلا هلا هاي ضربوا الكل هلا شباب خليكم يا هلا هلا هاي ضربوا الكل هلا شباب خليكم يا هلا هلا هاي ضربوا الكل هلا
Okay, I just really had the microphone off. So this is we saw the clip. It's from the CCTV camera within an office in Beirut, captured the moment of the Israeli precision airstrike this morning, which destroyed several apartments belonging to senior members of Hezbollah. It's from another angle. No damage to the building. Oh, no, sorry, that's an old one. And that
شباب خليكم.
sorry, that was an old one actually.
يا هلا هلا هاي ضربوا الكل.
Oh, they are all old ones. My bad. It's not this strike. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, sorry for that. That dismissed the first video clips. This is the actual hit here from in central Beirut. Okay. Yeah, that's the damage on the building. And this is a view of the strike. It's another one on the left of it. Looks like, yeah. There was a flash. On the right, sorry, there was a flash. APTV live broadcast showed the sound of an airstrike followed by a fireball erupting in an apartment within multi-story residential building in Beirut. Destroyed was in buildings 7 and 8 floors with damages, cars nearby and security forces presented at the scene.
An airstrike targeted an apartment in a residential building in Aisha Bakar Street. This building and this apartment itself, as the people here say, it's for the Al Jama'ah Al Islamiyah here in Beirut. We don't know the figure for the death or the injured just yet. We just arrived here after the blast. This is a major escalation days ago. For safety, anytime.
Drone strikes hit U.S. diplomatic facility in Iraq. Another development overnight, a drone struck a U.S. diplomatic compound in Iraq. Officials say no injuries were reported, but the attack is believed to be linked to Iran allied militia groups responding to the war. So, as we know, Iran is using proxy forces across the region. Let's see get a video of this. At Washington Post, breaking news and drone assault hit a major U.S. diplomatic facility in Iraq in a suspected retaliation by pro-Tehran militias to the U.S. and Israel's war on Iran. according to security officials and an internal US alerted review by the Post. That's by Washington Post. We have here some people on the streets. Okay. This is said that the Washington Post confirms a direct hit on major US diplomatic facility in Iraq. Casualties and damage remain unclear. Okay, this is the hit. Okay, this video is of a preview since it's not actually that hit. Okay, at least he's clarifying that. Okay, it looks like I cannot get the recent video of that. I mean, any video other than that. Okay. So we continue with the rest of the news. US troops wounded rising. Latest confirmed update of 10-11 of March 2026. US officials now say up to 115 American troops have been wounded since the war began. Most of the injuries happened during the Iranian missile and drone attacks on the US bases in the region. The Pentagon has not released the exact locations of all incidents, but they include bases in Iraq, Syria, and Gulf region facilities. There's an article in the CBS News. Okay, and I see something new here about the new leader. This is the article about the 140 US service members wounded. But they have another article here. Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, is safe and sound despite reports of an injury during the war with Israel. The United States, the son of the Iranian president, said on Wednesday, I heard news that Mr. Mojtaba Khamenei had been, had been injured. I have asked some friends who had connections. They told me that. Thank God he is safe and sound, said Youssef, who is also government advisor, in a post on his Telegram channel. State television had called Khamenei a wounded veteran of the Ramadan war, but never specified his injury. In Western report, the New York Times quoted three unnamed Iranian officials as saying Khamenei had suffered injuries, including to his legs, but that he was alert and sheltering at highly secure location within limited communication. Cargo ship on fire. Crew evacuating after strike by projectile in Strait of Hormuz. A projectile hit a cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz, setting the vessel ablaze after the United States targeted Iranian mine layering vessels that could focus on the narrow waterway at the mouth of the Persian Gulf. Iran didn't claim that it carried out the attack, though it has been targeting ships in and around the strait vital to the global oil and natural gas trade. And here it's at 12:05. contain a vessel damaged in strike near Strait of Hormuz, UK says. The UK Maritime and Coast Guard Agency said early Wednesday local time it had received reports that a container vessel had been hit in strike just west of the Strait of Hormuz. Let's see if we can find something of that. And this is posted by, according to this here, out of Free Europe, okay, by the US Central Command. Let's see actually the US Central Command. Okay. This is not 9 hours ago, different instead, okay. Okay, this one, eliminate multiple, no, okay, that's on March 10. US forces eliminated multiple Iranian naval vessels, March 10, including 16 mile layers near the Strait of Hormuz. This is from the US Central Command. It looks like I forgot to put the red alert on screen. Oh, why I have the other? Supposed to be red alerts, okay. 1 second. Okay. This is the US Air Force hitting the Iranian vessels. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Ishas. Hello, everybody on the chat. Iranian missiles still reaching Israel. Let's confirm update of 10 and 11 March 2026. It's Beirut. Overnight new missile launchers from Iran toward Israel were detected. Israel's missile defense system intercepted many of them, but some missiles are still getting through. Syrians wounded across parts of Israel again during the last wave. This confirms something important. Even after days of heavy airstrikes inside Iran, Tehran still retains missile capability. This is in Israel. Okay.
Allah
This on this post here says that Syrians used to give an 8-minute warning before Iranian missiles hit, but now it's only 2 minutes. 2 minutes warning to take cover. That's an old post. Okay, February 28th. Here we see a C5 Galaxy. It can carry 2 M1 Abrams tanks, 6 Apache helicopters, or literally fit an entire C-130 Hercules inside. That is a huge plane. That's Strait of Hormuz, the last 24 hours. Global energy crisis discussions. Latest confirm update as of today. Because of the war and shipping disruption, the International Energy Agency is considering the largest oil reserve release in history. This should be designed to stabilize global oil markets. Countries are worried about oil supply disruption, tanker insecurity, and energy price spikes. So we are seeing multiple fronts active at the same time. US-Israel air campaign inside Iran. We have the Iranian missile attacks on Israel. We have proxy attacks in Iraq and Lebanon. We also have heavy Iranian strikes on Gulf states. And also Strait of Hormuz shipping crisis. We are watching developments in Lebanon, Iraq, Gulf states, Mediterranean bases like Cyprus, that they all are still developing. All the stories are still developing as we go through this war. So let's see about the energy facilities. Iran striking Gulf energy facilities. Iran has launched new attacks on energy installations in the Gulf. One confirmed strike hit a major petroleum complex in Bahrain, causing fires and forcing the national oil company to declare force majeure. What is that? Is from the Hurriyet Daily News. Missile series were also reported in Dubai and Bahrain during the Iran's retaliatory strikes. This is Bahrain State Oil Company. It's from March 9th, the fire. That's the one who was after the Hezbollah, Shash. I just saw it before that. I put it before on the screen. This from the March 9. It's a chart showing the US oil prices. Okay, it was okay. It's from March 8th. It was positive, going up. Looks like it's, yeah, this is March 9th. And March 9th, early hours, it's that's how it dropped. There's CFTs on the crude oil. About 20% of the global oil supply passes through the Strait of Hormuz. Markets are reacting quickly. Oil prices surged by $100 per barrel during the conflict. And as we've been saying over and over, this is an energy choke point in the world, the Strait of Hormuz. If this area closes or becomes unsafe, then global fuel prices move immediately. I have also the chart here. Let's see around Cyprus. What's the news there? More than 15 European warships head to the Mediterranean following Iran's attack in Cyprus. This already been happening. It's not new. Don't know any more ships are coming. Earlier this month, as you know, a drone strike hit the British RAF base at Akrotiri in Cyprus. Officials said the drone was likely launched by Hezbollah from Lebanon, not directly from Iran. Since the attack, several countries have moved forces towards Cyprus. UK sending additional air defense systems, France deploying naval forces, Germany and Italy sending military support, and Greece has been contributing from the day one on the air defense assets. According to them, these deployments are specifically to protect Cyprus and Mediterranean shipping routes. So Cyprus is now acting as a logistics and surveillance hub for the entire Eastern Mediterranean. Turkey deploying fighter jets to northern Cyprus. Turkey has now deployed F-16 fighters and air defense systems to northern Cyprus. Ankara says the move is necessary because regional security is deteriorating due to the Iran war. They deployed at least six F-16 aircraft. Yes, we are live, Pavangelo. Welcome. And Europe, let us confirm update as of 9 and 10 of March. Europe stepping in to protect Cyprus and shipping. French President Emmanuel Macron has said any attack on Cyprus is considered an attack in Europe. This is a photo of when he visited Cyprus. It's Emmanuel Macron with our President Nikos Christodoulidis and with the Greece Prime Minister Mitsotakis. And this is when they went to their carrier, the French carrier, Charles de Gaulle, on the day of his visit to Cyprus.
Emmanuel Macron, président de la République, monte à bord.
C'est une grande fierté pour moi d'être à nouveau parmi vous, de vous retrouver dans ce hangar et d'être à nouveau sur le Charles de Gaulle avec l'ensemble du GAN. La France est là pour protéger les siens, pour être aux côtés de ses alliés et de ses amis qui sont frappés, et pour pouvoir participer à des missions combien essentielles de liberté de navigation et de sûreté maritime. C'est dans ce cadre strict que nous opérons.
I don't know how's your French. My French are very bad, if not exist actually. What I understand from what he said, France and Iran.
Nous ne participons pas à un conflit en cours.
De crise en Iran, de guerre en Iran affecte l'ensemble de la région.
So according to him, he's here to protect Cyprus and the shipping industry. So European countries are now coordinating naval and air deployments. Current moves include France preparing naval escort for shipping, Italy sending marine and naval assets, Netherlands and Spain sending warships, and the UK reinforcing their RAF presence in Cyprus. The goal is to prevent the conflict from spreading further into the Mediterranean. Situation in the Strait of Hormuz. Let us confirm update as of 10 of March 2026. The USA it has destroyed 10 Iranian mine laying boats. There's some point of actually destroying of the mine boats. You can see here some sea mines. A Trump, just some ships. Okay, and this here, yes. This is about the multiple Iranian naval vessels, including 16 boats believed to be capable of laying naval mines near the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. According to his military, the operation was aimed at preventing potential attempts to mine the waterway in Strait of Hormuz, through which a significant share of global oil shipment passes. Okay, the video is very small, but let's see if we can enlarge it. Yeah, we showed this before. So Iran has repeatedly threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz, and that of course could have a huge impact, immediately disrupt of the global oil shipments. Okay, I believe I covered everything I have in the notes. Let's check for latest news. Okay, this is 15 minutes ago. Iranian drones hit near Dubai International Airport, wounding 4 people through flights continue. It's an article in the Associated Press just posted 15 minutes ago. So Iranian drones hit near Dubai International Airport and they wounded 4 people. Let's see if I can get something from Dubai. Yes, I have a photo of that at least. This is from the hit near Dubai International Airport that 4 people were wounded. But the flights continue. You can see the smoke. You can see how close it is to the airport actually. The front is the airport and the smoke is right behind. Authorities confirmed that 2 drones fell in the vicinity of Dubai International Airport a short while ago, resulting in minor injuries to 2 Ghanaian nationals and 1 Bangladeshi nationals, and moderate injuries to 1 Indian national. Air traffic is operational as normal. It just came through 45 seconds ago. So more and more videos and photos will come through and we're going to be following on that. And here are some statistics. The war has killed at least 1,230 people in Iran, at least 480 in Lebanon, and 12 in Israel, according to the officials of each country. About the Iran drone strike near Dubai International Airport, flights have continued. The Dubai Media Office, which issued a statement on behalf of the city-state government, said the attack caused minor injuries to 2 Ghanaian nationals, 1 Bangladeshi, and moderate injuries to 1 Indian national. And Dubai International Airport, it's actually the world's busy. It's a home to the long-haul carrier Emirates. Is the world's busiest for international travel. Authorities have been trying to build up its flight schedule through the airport has been targeted in the war. Another news 27 minutes ago article, ship attacked in Persian Gulf. Another ship came under attack on Wednesday in the Persian Gulf, the British military said. A bulk carrier was hit by the projectile off distance from the United Arab Emirates. The British military United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations Center said there is no report on any environmental impact. The crew are reported safe and well. It was a third attack reported Wednesday. And here we have the location showing on the map of the incident by the UK MTO, UK Maritime Trade Operations. You can see with a pin where it happened. The master of a container vessel has reported that the vessel has sustained damage from a suspected but unknown projectile. Extent of the damage is currently unknown, but under investigation by the crew. The master additionally reports that all crew members are safe and accounted for. Vessels are advised to transit with caution and report any suspicious activities to UKMTO while authorities continue to investigate the incident. This is report day 11 of March today at 1:58 UTC time. Issue date today. Source master. And as we mentioned before, speculation grows over the health of Iranian's new supreme leader. Speculation over the health of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the later Ali Khamenei, grew Wednesday after the son of Iran's president mentioned hearing news about him being injured. Mojtaba Khamenei, 56 years old, is the son of the late supreme leader Ali Khamenei. Mojtaba Khamenei long has been a secretive figure within Iran. His father and wife both were killed in an Israeli airstrike February 28th that started the war. Khamenei has not been seen since, nor has he given any statement since becoming supreme leader on Monday. So do you believe he's still alive or he's already out of the picture? It's an overnight post on the app Telegram. The son of the president, Masoud, wrote, I heard news about Mr. Mojtaba being injured. I asked friends who were in contact. They said, thank God he's healthy and there's no problem. Even if he's not, they will not accept it right away. The same way they did with when Ali Khamenei died, they accepted it in the next day or after 2 days. But why would he say that on a telegram? President of the son of a president, Masoud, why he would say that he had news about Mr. Mojtaba? Okay. Some tankers believed linked to Iran are continuing to get through the Strait of Hormuz. Some of the ships getting through are so-called dark transits, meaning they aren't turning on their automatic identification system tracks, which show where vessels are. Vessels are carrying sanctioned Iranian crude often turn off their AIS trackers. They could also be carrying, equipment, who knows, with those ships, not just crude oil. And a ship attack off UAE. A projectile hit a container ship early Wednesday morning off the coast of the United Arab Emirates in the Strait of Hormuz. This is the one we just saw. Extent damage is currently unknown, but under investigation. Qatar says it can mediate. It can mediate while under attack. So Qatar says it won't serve as a mediator for Iran as it remains under attack from Tehran. And Russia says that the consulate in Isfahan, that's in Iran, damaged. So Russia says its consulate in the Iranian city of Isfahan was damaged in the airstrikes targeting the central Iranian city. Windows were shattered in the office buildings and residential apartments, and several employees were thrown back by the blast wave. Fortunately, there were no casualties or serious injuries, said Zakharova. And about the strike in the building in central Beirut by Israel. At the beginning, there was no immediate reports concerning who was targeted or the number and extent of casualties. The strike came without warning. The structure that was hit in several buildings away from Dar al-Fadgha, the country's highest Sunni Muslim religious authority. The strike was in an area far from Beirut's southern suburbs, where the Israeli military had issued evacuation warnings earlier in the renewed conflict with Hezbollah. So different area, far from the warnings. And it came without warning. Beirut strikes. Let's see what we can get online. As here showing Beirut strike. I think this okay, it was posted 3 minutes ago. And this 3 hours ago. They give the content of the strike. Yeah. This is strikes on the Tahrir, the southern suburb of Beirut, which is considered a Hezbollah, a stronghold that was hit last night. This video by the IDF. Okay, there you have it. Other strikes from last night in Beirut hit Hezbollah without warning this time. Probably they have the intelligence about people they wanted to attack in there. So, the question now, why they posted about the new Supreme Leader's health. Was he in one of those strikes? Why is he injured? Anyways, we still have to find out. We're gonna keep following that, of course. Let's see what is out there. What other news we have as of today? So we've been over the US destroys Iranian mine-laying boats in Hormuz. We saw a video of that as well. Iran launches new missiles toward Israel overnight. That's the latest confirmed as of today. Iran fired another round of ballistic missiles toward Israel overnight, triggering air raid sirens across multiple areas. Israel says its missile defense systems intercepted many of them. But officials confirm some missiles are still penetrating defenses. US asking Israel to avoid striking Iran's oil infrastructure. A new political development behind the scenes. US officials have reportedly asked Israel to stop attacking Iranian oil facilities. The reason appears to be concern that destroying Iran's energy sector could spike global oil prices. I'll put on the screen. Disrupt world energy markets and push more countries into the conflict. This article by the Axios, article by the Reuters. Israel strikes causing toxic smoke around Tehran. The latest confirmed update as of yesterday and today. Israeli strikes hit oil depots and refining areas around Tehran. The strikes created large toxic smoke clouds over the city, according to reports and satellite imagery. Iran said the attacks threatened civilians and the environment. Israel says the facilities were used for missile, fuel, or military logistics. So Iran's strategy shifting to long war and energy disruption. Western intelligence assessments now say Iran may be preparing for a long war strategy. The plan appears to focus on missile strikes, attack on Gulf energy infrastructure, disruption of global oil supply, and the idea, as we've been mentioning, is to increase economic pressure on Western countries supporting the war, to the US especially. And as we said earlier, because of the conflict, the International Energy Agency is discussing the largest emergency oil release in history. The goal will be to stabilize global energy markets if supply becomes disrupted. This would exceed 180 million barrel release after the Ukraine war. So Iran is attacking Gulf states, Gulf states oil refineries. Israel is doing the same to Iran. And obviously the energy prices are over the roof. And they will keep climbing if this doesn't stop. Here it's a photo of the UAE's largest oil refinery. A fire broke out at the facility inside the UAE's largest oil refinery, the Ruwais refinery in Abu Dhabi, on Tuesday following Iranian drone attack. According to reports, the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company temporarily halted production as a precaution. The refinery can process 922,000 barrels of oil per day. And the Iran's army said that it is response to attacks on oil depots inside Iran, the oil and gas refinery and fuel storage facility in Haifa, that's in Israel, were targeted using Hadid 100 drones. Hadid 110 is a jet-powered unmanned combat drone and is considered one of Iran's fastest attack drones, capable of reaching speed of around 510 kilometers per hour. It carries a warhead of roughly 30 kilos and is designed to reduce radar detection and shorten the response time of air defense systems. The drone has an estimated range of about 350 kilometers. It also has a range of 350 kilometers and can go up to speed of around 510 kilometers per hour. That's really fast, especially for a drone, which is kamikaze drone. The drone has an estimated range, and it can fly the endurance of roughly 1 hour, making it suitable for rapid strikes against infrastructure, radar systems, and military facilities. You have a video here. So that's it, the Hadid 110 kamikaze drone. Okay, let's have a look on the flight radar. Before I was looking, was many, of course, like the refueling planes, as we see every day. Let's see what's going on now. Here it is. It's fitted just to say military planes. So this just took off from Akrodiri, from Mirage base in Akrodiri. It's at 17,000 feet. It's a Airbus A400M Atlas. And here this is another KC-2 Voyager. It also is for refueling. This is by the United Kingdom Royal Air Force. It looks like it went somewhere between Egypt and Israel and came back and was making circles. So it could be that it's refueled probably some fighter jets for the UK Air Force, follow them up all the way up to here, or maybe they start refueling here, somewhere in Aqaba, and it went back and just keep on circling. And this one is from the German Air Force, took off from Amman. It's also Airbus A400M Atlas. So the A400M Atlas, those are not aware, actually they are cargo planes. And also, but is besides cargo, they are designed for multi-purpose. So they use them to move troops, military vehicles, weapons and supplies, helicopters, or for humanitarian aid. And they are able to fly long distance. It can take up to 37 tons of cargo. The A400M Atlas can take. They can carry armored vehicles, helicopters like Apache. They can carry trucks and artillery, pallets of military equipment, and up to 116 fully equipped soldiers. There are 400M Atlas that can perform air-to-air refueling. They can drop paratroopers, perform cargo airdrops. So they can sometimes they work as a small tanker aircrafts. Of the Boeing Globemaster arriving in the Middle East from Trier, Germany. It's right here. Okay, let's do a playback of overnight. What was happening here? Let's do from March 10. Let's do it from the 8 o'clock in the night. And let's do a playback. Okay. Let's put the speed up. Okay, 100%. There's a drone here. Where was this drone? Okay, but the Challenger. Okay. In Cairo. Let's put it faster. 200%. Thank you, El Shia, and welcome back. Here we can get the overall picture of what's been happening overnight on the sky, at least what we can see. And here, major refueling, you can see on the line. And this been circling overnight. The KC-2 Voyager, early morning hours. This is at 2:27 UTC time of today. And look at here at 3. Look at this here at 3:17 UCT that time. Here, all the fueling. Let's see. Stout tankers. Yeah, stout tankers. The Pegasus, the newest stout tanker they have, the US Air Force. The old stout tankers. Another one here. Okay. So obviously from this we can see that it was multiple attacks last night with the Israeli Air Force, probably the US Air Force, striking Iran overnight. From this morning, and over this morning as well. Okay, let's stop the playback. Yeah, let's make it faster. Okay, let's go back to live. And this is what's happening over the skies around Middle East at this moment. This KC-2 Voyager still cycling outside Cyprus. I'm trying to check if there's any Kurds movements or anything new from the Kurds. I just found from the 6th to 11th of March a developing story. Several Kurdish opposition groups based in northern Iraq are reportedly preparing for possible operation against Iran's western border regions, according to AP News. Some Kurdish officials say thousands of fighters are available if the conflict expands. So, if Kurdish groups attack Iranian territory, that will open a new guard front against Iran. Sources say 6 Iranian Kurdish opposition fractions have formed a coalition aimed at weakening Tehran's control in Kurdish areas. And Iran, as we know, is already striking Kurdish bases. Iran has already responded. Iranian forces have carried out missile strikes against Kurdish opposition based in northern Iraq. Tehran warned that any Kurdish attempt to exploit the war will lead to direct military retaliation. Iranian officials also said they are prepared to strike any facilities supporting Kurdish attacks near the border. Some analysts believe the United States and Israel may consider supporting Kurdish groups inside Iran. The goal will be to create a pressure on Iran from inside its borders. Possible scenario discussed by analysts are Kurdish fighters cross from Iraq, attacks on Iranian military positions, Western air support if conflict escalates. Of course, nothing has been confirmed. This is just speculations for now. Turkey strongly opposed Kurdish armed movements. Iraq fears instability. It could trigger a wider regional conflict. So we don't have anything officially. The Kurdish force have not officially entered the war. Iran is already attacking their bases, and Kurdish groups are mobilizing but cautious. And most Kurdish political leadership in Iraqi Kurdistan says it does not want the region damaged into the war, the region dragged into the war. So that's about the Kurds. Any news we didn't cover, let me know in the chat. We can cover it now if we missed something. Let's see on the poll in the chat. will USA put out from Iran and restart diplomatic talks? 13% believe within 1 week, 38% by the end of the month. That's the highest percentage. And in 2 months from now, 18%, and 30% say never. That's a question: when will USA pull out from Iran and restart the diplomatic talks? Let's see some videos on the Twitter. This is Patriot air defenses systems and terminal high-altitude air defense THAAD assets from South Korea to the Middle East. Reports say South Korea president opposed the move, citing concerns about increased regional security risks. So the United States has reportedly redeployed Patriot air defense system and terminal high-altitude air defense THAAD assets from South Korea to the Middle East. And they show us this. And this from the IDF about the waves of strike in Beirut. They said this morning the IDF completed another wave of strikes in Tahiyeh in Beirut against terror command centers and sites where weapons of the terror organization Hezbollah were stored. In addition, yesterday the IDF struck a Hezbollah terror organization command post in the Tyre area in Lebanon. Prior to the strikes, steps were taken to reduce the chance of harm to civilians, including advanced warnings, use of precision munitions, and area observations. The IDF will continue to act forcefully against the terror organization Hezbollah, which decided to join the campaign and operate under the auspices of the Iranian regime, and will not allow harm to the citizens of the State of Israel. Okay, I think I got the delivery. Give me a minute, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to pick up a delivery. Yes, we've been through that crystal about Muqtada Khamenei, that he's injured. The president, the son of a president, sent in a telegram post, but they don't give any more details. We don't know. They say that he's so good in health. Now, how he's injured, we don't know. But we've been through that on this live stream. It's news, yes, news as of today. Here they show us the U.S. and Gerald R. Ford conducting high-speed turns during sea trials. Let's see if we can find anything more about that, actually. Okay, let's just do speculation, what people are posting. This is Emily Shrati, I don't know if this is reliable, has 225,000 followers. She's saying there are confirmed reports from some sources that Khamenei is in a coma. Ah, no, that's old. Okay, that's November 16, 2024. It was about the other Khamenei. So, okay, nothing new there. Sorry for that. This from the OC Defender. Satellite imagery. Vando has now confirmed earlier reports of an aircraft massacre at Hatami Air Base, the 8th Tactical Air Base located northwest of Isfahan, Iran, following strikes against the base this past week by the Israeli Air Force, according to imagery. Both before and after, roughly a dozen aircraft with the Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force were targeted and destroyed, including several F-14 Tomcats and other fighter strike aircrafts, in addition to a number of hardened aircraft shelters that were penetrated and destroyed using bargain busters by Israel and or by the United States. They give us some imagery. And the HMS Dragon expected to depart from Portsmouth. As we know, it's still in England and should arrive in Cyprus within a few days, within a week from now. Here this says Hezbollah launches rockets at Israel, dangerous close to the Valise army base. And this is an announcement from the Andrei from the IDF force. They issued urgent evacuation alert to residents of Beirut's Haret Hreik and Burj El Barashnek neighborhoods, attributing the need to ongoing Hezbollah operations, prompting IDF strikes within hours. This is 2 hours ago. The advisory includes satellite map outlining the targeted zone south of the Damascus highway, directing civilians to flee eastward immediately to safeguard lives near militant assets. Posted amid a series of similar IDF warnings since March 5, 2026, these alerts have displaced thousands from Hezbollah strongholds, intensifying regional conflict dynamics. And this is a map. That area in red, they're asking to evacuate. This is from Milo Levi. That's 15 hours ago. And this is from the strike in Beirut. Attacked the Hezbollah stronghold. Target.
نعم سمر
افترض أن يكون كذلك.
غارة كتير قوية على الضاحية الجنوبية لبيروت، شفناها بالصورة أمامنا. يمكن من
These are attacks in Iran. This is from the U.S. Navy destroyer U.S. Frank E. Peterson firing Tomahawk land attack mission at Iran yesterday. So it's March 10 post. It's probably from March 9th. And the breaking news, 16 hours ago, HSM Dragon has now departed Portsmouth to defend Rafa Krodiri in base. Better late than never, right? Not never. Okay, here it is, departing, coming towards here, Cyprus. Not for us, for defending the RAF base in Krodiri. HMS Drago left Portsmouth, heading towards Middle East, towards here.
In terms of payload capacity, it's called the flying. What's the real reason that nobody can destroy the B-1 Lancer? Let me explain. The B-1 Lancer is the world's largest bomber in terms of payload capacity. It's called the Flying Ammunition Depot. It can carry 11 atomic bombs at once. This means that one B-1 Lancer can destroy 11 cities. In addition to being able to load 75,000 pounds of ammunition inside the cabin, 57,000 pounds of various missiles can also be externally mounted. The firepower projected at once is equivalent to that of a destroyer. It is a variable sweep-wing supersonic strategic bomber. Designed and developed by Rockwell Corporation, served in 1985. The fuselage is 146 feet long, wingspan 130 feet is one. Enable it to perform ultra-low altitude.
Yeah, for sure, Crystal. And the breaking here says Australia is deploying the AEWNC early warning aircraft and 85 Australian Defence Force personnel to the UAE to help defend Gulf countries after recent Iranian attacks. The deployment will begin by the end of the week and is expected to last at least 4 weeks initially.
And we stayed to the limit of what our time. I'm a pilot on the E-7A Wedgetail, and over here in the Middle East, our job is to get the aircraft into the airspace above Iraq and in Syria. Once we're in the airspace, we work with the mission crew to get the aircraft where they need it to be, and obviously get it on the ground safe and sound again.
Radar contact, you're approved to elevate 280.
On a recent mission over Iraq and Syria, coming towards the end of the mission, we were requested to stay out there for as long as we could. So we went and air-to-air refueled again at night. And we stayed to the limit of what our time and fuel could allow us. Once we got on the ground, after a little over 17 hours, we realised that we had broken the record for the longest E-7A Wedgetail flight and probably the longest Boeing 737 flight.
Almanya'dan gelen NATO savunma sistemi Patriotların ilk görüntüsü. Hemen gidelim Malatya'ya. Bu görüntüyü çeken isim Cahit Kazan ve Melike Şahin'in o noktadaki izlenimlerine. Melike bir kez daha günaydın.
It's about NATO deploying a Patriot air defense battery to Malatya, Turkey, to help defend against potential Iranian missile threats. The system is being airlifted from Ramstein Air Base in Germany and transported in parts for installation near the Kurdish radar base. Source is NTV. US Navy says no to tanker escort instead of Hormuz. Iranian attacks deemed too high risk. Navy has informed industry during regular briefings that it's unable to provide such escort. Is this fake news or something? I don't know. It doesn't sound. I think they are doing escort. Also, the French warship is gonna have a main purpose of doing that, of the supporting the vessels passing through the Strait of Hormuz. So I believe this is just fake news here. Whoever posts this. This is about a B-21 radar capture in mid-air refueling for the first time ever. You see? Oh, I thought we were getting an EAMs, but it's actually from this. Okay, I believe we covered everything up to this point. Let me know in the chat if we didn't cover something. We can still go through it before we stop this stream. I'll just check for the latest updates. Just an article like 7 minutes ago was posted. The EU says war is costing Europe billions in energy price hikes. The European Union's top official says the Iran war has already cost the 27-nation bloc cities around 3 billion euros, 3.5 billion in USD dollars in energy imports, and warns Europe must resist the temptation to buy Russian oil and gas again. Now, not buying from Russia because of whatever, because of the Euro politics, at the end of the day, it's affecting European citizens. So this is this logic from Europe just going one-sided, no matter what, they keep pushing that agenda and not, using any resources available for their own benefit at the end of the day. For me, it's wrong. I mean, okay, you can just buy from Russian oil if you need it. If the cost of not buying, it's higher than what you are, what these sanctions are doing. Why not just buy from Russian oil? So, people in Europe will be able to have a cheaper oil and gas. If there's no alternative, why not? I don't get it, It's, I think Europe is stop using diplomacy, stop being politically correct, for being too strict on sometimes like no Russian, finish. Don't buy from Russia, no matter what happened to our citizens, no matter what the price go, don't buy from Russia. I believe this is wrong. That's my opinion, by the way. Of course, people in the chat can have different opinions. I'm just saying, so we saw that at the end of the day, Europe, what it's been doing, it's actually affecting their own people. We used to buy cheaper gas and oil from Russia. Since the Ukraine war, they stopped doing that, and what is happening is people in Europe are just paying higher and higher prices for oil and gas. So, do you believe this is a correct way to do it? Do you agree with Europe doing that? No matter what, let's squeeze more the crisis, just not buy from Russia. I mean, they could do, other things, but if you have no alternative, why not just keep some doors open, Don't close them like that. Let me know in the chat what you think. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you agree with me? Just say your opinion. And the gas prices have risen by 50% and oil prices have risen by 27%. If you translate that into euros, the 10 days of war have already cost European taxpayers an additional 3 billion euros in fossil fuel imports. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said, "That is the price of our dependency." She told UE lawmakers in Strasbourg, France noting the price of European renewable and nuclear energy has remained steady, according to her. But the price is all over Europe keep spiking and rising. Von der Leyen rejected calls for the EU to return to buying Russian energy, which the bloc has stopped doing since President Vladimir Putin ordered Russian troops into Ukraine. Yeah, this is what I just mentioned. A court in Sri Lanka has ordered a hospital to hand over the bodies of 84 Iranian sailors killed in the US submarine attack of the island nation's southern coast. So Sri Lanka court orders release of Iranian soldiers' bodies that killed on that submarine attack, of that vessel attack by a US submarine. Another post here. Bahrain sounds air raid siren. Bahrain sounded its air raid siren late Wednesday morning. And according to Lebanon minister says war has displaced 780,000 people in the country so far. Iran says that Middle East banks and financial institutions are targets. And joint Iranian military command said on Wednesday that banks and financial institutions are now targets in the Middle East. And the threat will put a risk, particularly in Dubai, which is home to many international financial institutions, as well as Saudi Arabia and the island kingdom of Bahrain. And speculation grows over health of Iran's new supreme leader. It's an article in the Associated Press at 8:50 a.m. time. Mojtaba Khamenei, 56, is the son of the late Supreme Ali Khamenei. Khamenei has not been seen since, nor has he given any statement since becoming supreme leader on Monday. In an overnight post on the app Telegram, the son of the president Massoud wrote, "I heard news about Mr. Mojtaba being injured. I asked friends who were in contact. They said, thank God he's healthy and there's no problem." He did not elaborate. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I will put this stream on a replay along with a live flight radar, red alerts, and U.S. Air Force messages. And if something happens, we might come back live today, or otherwise we'll be doing another live tomorrow. It's 11 o'clock here morning. On a Wednesday today. It's Wednesday. I lost the dates. Yeah, it's Wednesday, March 11, 2026. So thanks all for watching. Stay tuned. Stay alert. Follow us for news. You can always join the channel. Just for €5 a month, you can become a member. We have a dedicated Discord about all the conflicts. Actually, I will open a new community on Discord about this war. Since we had it from the Gaza, I will open a new chat. People can post anything, videos, photos related to this war. I will open it on Discord. US-Israel war, and you can post there anything related to this war. People can follow. We're gonna keep the other stream overnight until we start the next live stream. The other stream we just repeat what we have today on what we showed today on this live, with live maps and alerts. So yeah, don't forget to join us, become a member. You're gonna find it on the community post. Once you become a member on the community post of the channel, you're gonna find a link to join our Discord. It's only for members in Discord. So yes, join us. Thank you all for being members so long. We have members for over 30 months. Thank you for all the support. And I will see you on the next one. Let me start the next live stream. So there's a replay of the 11th day. Today, March 11, 2026. Okay. I will let all members, all subscribers to chat. And remember, most of the videos that we archived, they are just for members. Okay, we let the less chat for anybody who subscribed to be able to chat. And if any breaking news, we might start another stream even today. Okay, thank you all. I will direct you to there. And don't forget to subscribe, press the like, press the bell to get notified. And as I said, you can join us with just, if you're on the silver package, it's only €5 per month, casted at any time, with many perks and benefits of being member of this channel. Thank you all.